And we're back here on the party on CHMR.
Yes, we are.
We're back here with Everglow.
We are indeed.
How you guys
Their
doing tonight?
radio debut
It is.
as a band.
It really is.
So do you guys want to introduce yourself?
Yep. I'm John,
And I'm Gordon.
and I don't have anything else to say about that.
All right, so
That's
That's
pretty
it.
much the longest short of it, really.
cool. So how did your band, I guess, kind of get on the go?
Well, it's a long and arduous tale, Chelsea. Let me take you back to the beginning. A couple months ago, Gordon, whom I grew up with and have had many a great time. Am I taking too much time, by the way? Like,
No, that's
No.
fine.
Okay.
You got 45 minutes to fill.
I got 45 minutes. I need to slow down. My mother was born in St. John's, Newfoundland. Me and Gordon grew up together in Stedbrook, Newfoundland, and then he moved away, and I was very sad. And so I came to St. John's and consoled myself by joining a couple bands, but I always knew, in deep in my heart, that where I belonged was with you, Warren. And so when Gordon finally smartened up and moved to St. John's, I said, Gordon, come here, let me whisper sweet nothings in your ear. And he said, that's kind of weird, dude. And I said, no, it's A-okay. And I just whispered. And then so we were like, let's start a band. And so we did. And then we didn't really know what to do because there's only two of us. And so we can't really play shows because we like to make pop music. And then one day we joined Searchlight, and then that's the end.
That's an interesting version. I haven't heard that side of the story yet.
I am a storyteller first, songwriter second.
So you have one, I think it's just one single out so far.
Yes.
What has the reception been to that song?
Why don't you take this one, Gordon? Because I'm terrible. I was about to swear. I'm terrible at answering questions. Boom.
Yeah, no, it's been good. You know, we started recording and writing stuff back in August. I think our first demo, like we finished up, was back in August. So, finally getting it out into the world and having people telling us that it's pretty good and all right, mediocre at best. The response has actually been pretty good, and we've been really thrilled to have people listening to our song, and it's great. Awesome.
Cool.
So the cool thing was that you guys have only been on the go for a small while, and then you ended up in the top 10 in CBC Searchlight. So I mean, like, how does that feel? Like,
It blew my mind. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was actually really unreal. I think a lot of that is support that kind of carried over for us from when we were back on the West Coast. We had a band in high school called Waiting for Mark, and we were really famous. But we've got a lot of support that I didn't really expect to have lasted this long, because that was years ago. But we contacted people through Facebook and Twitter and kind of tried to get the word out, and the response from the West Coast was just insane, and we got to the top 10 in Newfoundland, and I didn't expect that to happen at all, so I was really, really excited.
Yeah, huge shout out to the Mom fans.
Oh, Mom fans.
Yeah, we
Killing
probably wouldn't have made
Crushing
it there
it.
without the Mom fans.
Cool. So you guys gonna play us a song?
Yes, we are. Just for you, Warren. I wrote this one about Warren. It's about how Warren is my everything. And do you want us to play like right now, or?
Well, yeah, that was kind of
Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't jumping the gun.
Yeah. Okay.
This
cool.
is the song we released for Searchlight. It's the only song that anyone knows by us.
Hey Emily, I've been lying to myself for so long. Been righting my wrongs, so let's call it like it is, like it was, like you don't know me. I'm outside looking in. Oh, whoa, I didn't mean to let you down. I'm begging you to turn around. I long short. Oh, oh, the colors start to fade to gray as I stare through the winds of pain outside, looking in. Oh, oh, oh. Soft memory, I can see through your skin. You're amazed, and I'm lost in the dead ends and the worst stares that I'm scared that I won't get out of this. On account that my map's just a blank page, and your name is the one thing I can't erase. I'm outside looking in. Oh, oh, I didn't mean to let you down. I'm begging you to turn around. I know it's more than a long short. Oh, oh, the colors start to fade to gray. I'm staring through your winds of pain outside, looking in. Oh, oh. Hey, Emily, I've been lying to myself for so long. Hey, Emily, I've been lying to myself for so long. Oh, oh, I didn't mean to let you down. I'm begging you to turn around. I know it's more than a long short. Oh, oh, start to fade to gray as I sing through your winds of pain outside, looking in. I'm outside, looking in. Oh, 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 oh.
And ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are back here on the party on CHMR.
Yes, we are.
I am your host, Warren Gordon.
And I'm Chelsea Skanes.
We are joined by Everglow,
Yes, we are.
who are going to sing us a song now, I think. Maybe.
Can we sing you another song?
If you want.
This one I wrote about. Actually, it's kind of embarrassing. It's about Warren. This is a song that actually everyone in this room should already know because I sing it to you every night when you go to sleep. I sneak in your houses and sing to you. That was it. Do you like it?
That was great.
I thought so. Alright, this one's called Revenge/Return. Oh, oh, oh. You keep talking like say I couldn't decide if I lied. Would you think less of me? I'm guessing that you're testing me. I could take a hit cause you don't give an ish about me. See, I'm just talking about you, talking about them. From the pretense, coming to me crying all over again. Well, I'm done. Oh, I'm done. Cause it's always I go. Oh, 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 oh. You keep talking like there's nothing you got left to lose. You're always saying like bitter is better. Oh baby, it's just the weather. And now I'm dying just to prove that it's just revenge return. I was the long way down and you got a lot to learn. I'm taking the blame and it's a little too much cause it's always the same. I eventually I repeat the edge of my seat cause I was tempted to get him and leave. I wonder what you'd do without me. Can't you see? We've been over this 1,000 times. So take a deep breath, don't you close your eyes cause I'm done with you. I'm just wishing that that were true. It's always like You keep talking like there's nothing you got left to lose. You always say like bitter is better. Oh baby, it's just the weather. And there I'm dying just to prove that it's just revenge return. So throw it down and you got a lot to learn. Now we're back in the same place where we started. Could you believe it's true? I think you do. No, I don't think you do. Not to be honest, a little too much. Oh, now you're killing me. I'm always caught in a lie. I just thought you should know there's nothing you got left to lose. You always say like you're bitter. Oh, why you so bitter? You keep talking like there's nothing you got left to lose. You always say like bitter, it's better. Oh baby, it's just the weather. And now I'm dying just to prove that it's just revenge return. Oh, so blow it down and you keep talking like.
Back here on the party on CHMR.
Yes, we are.
We're back here with Everglow.
We are indeed.
We were just talking during the break how these guys are 2048 champions. Is that correct?
I am.
Yeah, no, I remember I posted a picture on my Facebook the other day, and I was so close. I was so close, and everybody was just so amazed at how close I had actually come to getting 20.
For everyone who doesn't have Gordon on Facebook, and I mean, who doesn't?
Right.
It's he was just like one move away, so he just like took the screenshot and then finished it, and everybody thought that he hadn't actually won.
The
When he had
reactions were
everything
actually
when he had
awesome.
everything lined up. He was like, "Oh, it was so close," when he clearly just like won right
Yeah,
after he took
like-
the screenshot, and everybody's like, "Dude, how did you mess that up, dude? It's so easy. Are you stupid or something?" And we were just dying laughing in our house, and it was a great time in my life, and I will never forget. Sorry, I get a little emotional when I talk about 48. Yeah.
So what I really want to know is how were you introduced to 2048?
So our roommate Adam, he presents these games that are, that everybody, like the latest craze, to
Right.
John and says, "Hey, I got this score. Beat that." And John does not rest until he does. And then he'll be like, he'll beat it, and then he won't play the game until somebody else beats it and tells him to beat it, and then he'll play it again until he does, and then he'll put it away, not play it, and that's just how John does.
So I guess the real question is, I don't know if you have this problem, because I have this problem. When you're laying in bed, do you see numbers? Do you see 2048 in your head?
That
and you go
actually
out
used to happen to me with Tetris when I played that a lot. Worst, right?
Yeah.
And Minesweeper. Oh my god, everything was a mine. I was just looking around, I was like, get the fuck out of here, you dumb mine. I know you're there. I can see by the sequence of numbers. You think you fooling me? You ain't fooling nobody. Let me tell you one or two things, Mr. Mine. You get out of my sight. And it was just this, like, strange time in my life, and so I had to stop playing it. Because I was literally just seeing sequences of mines. It hasn't happened with 2048 yet.
That's
I'm
good.
hoping that it doesn't, because it's, as you can tell, a very scary experience. The end. I don't know. I think Gordon just said, "Great job, John. That story was awesome." He just mimed it to me.
See
We
it in
do-
his eyes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's and 2048. I've almost got to 8192. So close, but every time just Warren Gordon comes into my mind, I get distracted, and then oh darn, I lost.
I kind of have the opposite problem. I'm like with Warren, and then I'm just thinking about 2048. So.
You know what? I don't blame you though, because I mean, 2048 is literally the best thing that's
Right.
ever happened to me.
It's like the two loves in my life.
Exactly,
Warren
2048
Gordon,
or a 1024 and another
I
1024.
feel
The
like
two
you
loves
feel-
of my
right,
life.
exactly. So, do you guys have anything planned for the future? Just in general, not necessarily with the band.
Oh no, that's how I was gonna answer actually. Tomorrow, I picked up some like a pork shoulder, so I'm probably gonna throw that in the slow cooker, make some pulled pork.
Yes.
And I also bought some Cheerios recently, and that is just like I'm living in Dream City. So I'll probably do that. And with the band, right now we're just looking to hopefully find a way to play shows somewhere, somehow. We really want to do that. We really like playing live, but we're, like I said earlier, we don't really have the means at the moment, and we're relatively new, so
Yeah.
being patient, and maybe we'll release some more songs. We're making some YouTube videos, and I've written a bunch more about Warren, so that's becoming a problem. Yeah, that's about it.
And where can people check out Everglow?
Oh, you can find us on Facebook. Just search Everglow Band. On Twitter at Everglow underscore band.
Yeah.
Don't forget the underscore Gordon, you fucking rookie. And you can find us on YouTube. I think it's just Everglow Music.
Everglow Music is the Facebook. Everglow Band is
Someone. There was another band called Everglow that stole like half of our social media
They
things,
haven't
so
been
it's
around
all.
since 2011.
It's really frustrating.
One last question: where did the name come from?
And we stole it. No, it's one of my favorite albums is by a band called May, and the album is called The Everglow, and it's this super cool album that reads like a children's storybook. You know, like those audiobooks. It's like turn the page when you hear this sound, and it's like this whole
cool.
like every song leads into the next, and it's a really good album. It's called The Everglow, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, man. And that's pretty much the end of that story. The end.
Cool. So you guys gonna play us?
We're
one
gonna
last
play
track?
one last track. This is one that we just have been working on recently, actually, but we really like. It's called Home, and I wrote it about. Well, I don't want to say. It's Warren Gordon.
Give me a reason to wait it out for you. Well, that's all she wrote on a postcard. Who knew this summer would be so hard? Way out on the blue. Oh, if she only knew. Can I be a little honest, dear? I'm lost without you here. I could see it in your eyes when I said just 13 weeks we can make it just to watch you disappear. But you kinda look like you kinda feel like you kinda feel like you kinda look like I think you should know. I'd like to call you home. I'd like to call you I don't know what you want to hear. Can't be tell me, dear, why you look down like the sun in your eyes when the anger rose with the goodbye. I don't run from your fear. Oh, another way's blown, and I don't know. We were so in love, just let go, but I'm holding on to you. Just kind of feel like home. You kind of look like home. I think you should know. I'd like to call you home. I'd like to call you now the waves blow and I don't know. We were so in love till she let go, but I'm holding on to you. You kinda feel like home. You kinda look like home. You kinda feel like home. You kinda look like home. I think you should know. I'd like to call you home. I'd like to call you home. I'd like to call you home. I'd like to call you home.
Thank you guys very much for coming in.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
We'll see you around.